guys, welcome back to the build. As you can see, not a huge amount has changed. I've done some wiring and just little bits and bobs here, but nothing major. I've got a lot of parts now which have been delivered, and I can now get on and get things done, which is awesome. I've got some nice thick, nice thick 35mm squared, or cube, yeah, squared battery cable. Really big, thick stuff, and it's also just quite flexible. I mean, you can really kind of bend it around tight corners and it's no problem at all, which is nice. It's not like really thick, horrible stuff, so it was worth spending out and getting this, which is good. I've got a ton of other bits and bobs. I've got covers, battery covers, posts, or colour coordinated posts, which are good for IVA test, grommets, like irons for different size wires. You know, got tons of bits and bobs here, P-clips, kind of rubber coated rubber coated stainless P-clips. You know, all the bits and bobs need to get on and really get the battery kind of stuff finished, which is good. What else needs doing? I've got to get the wiring fit that behind the dashboard, which is another job to do. That's a bit more tricky. That requires a bit of thinking, a bit of kind of working things out. Got some plugs to get connected on the dashboard. I'm not looking forward to that. It's going to be a pain in the ass, but you know, I need to get some new plugs kind of connected and made up for those. The ones that fitted from the factory was rubbish. I wasn't really happy with them. They weren't really waterproof. Being kind of on an open top kit, I really want things to be a bit more kind of, you know, sealed, so there's no chance of stuff happening or water getting in there and causing corrosion and stuff. So yeah, massive news, and I gotta say thank you very much for all my YouTube subscribers. There's now 1,000 of you, like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That is just absolutely amazing. I'm so happy. After 5 years of doing the kit car build, I never thought I'd really, you know, I was just doing this more for fun than anything else. But actually having 1,000 subs, just brilliant, really is exciting. I've got about 800 or so followers on Facebook, so that's really awesome. Need to try and get that up to about 1,000 as well, and that'd be kind of a nice little match. But yeah, really happy. And it's all down to you guys. You know, it's just your work, you guys following the actual builds and posting and commenting and everything else. It's just absolutely fantastic. And yeah, all the money that's come from the monetizing for that, for the little intro adverts, now that's paid for stuff like this. You know, it's paid with little bits and bobs here and there. So you know, you guys have actually really helped me out with the build. So a little bit is down to, you know, completely down to you. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, without you, a lot of bits and bobs wouldn't have happened. So yeah, cheers. Apart from that, I just need to crack on really. The weather's good. I've got some time on my hands. I've got the bits and bobs to do stuff. Yeah, what can I say? I just need to get my arse in gear and get some more done there. I've got some nice little bits down here, some posts installed down here. Oops, Daisy. I've got some posts here for battery terminals and stuff. I've just got a lot of bits and bobs I just need to get connected and finished off. So today, hopefully, you'll see some of that in the video. And then in the future, you'll see obviously the battery box video being made. You'll see some wiring behind the dash. You'll see some battery stuff being installed and tested. Brake lines need to go in as well. Prop shaft needs to go in. There's tons of little bits and bobs. Fuel tank needs to be fitted and finalised. Need to put some rubber strips in just to kind of insulate that. Got to finish off the battery tie-down strap. Water line needs finishing for the radiators. Needs bringing up to a little kind of reservoir up there. There's tons of little bits and bobs, so I'll be putting out videos kind of more or less every couple of weeks, I hope. If not more, is the plan. I want to try and get this finished off, drive around the garden at least, you know, in the next couple of months, which would be awesome. Bit cautious about that, to be honest, because you know, after 5 years of building it, I just haven't put it together right. You know, 5 years without working on anything else, but a gentle drive around the garden would be absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's going to be just so exciting. But anyway, I'll leave you with some more bits and bobs content about me making all these battery wires. I bought these ones from Halfords. Oh yeah, bad mistake. They were cheap, I thought I could possibly use them, but the actual thickness and the core size is really small. I'm not really happy with that for the size of the engine, even though they're rated up to like big diesels and stuff, but yeah, not good for me. So I'm going to be changing these out and swapping them out for some custom made ones myself. I don't have a crimping tool at the moment. So what I'm doing is the old fashioned way, and that's going to be brazing them. So I'm going to basically not brace them, I'm going to solder them in buckets, these. So that should be pretty interesting. I'll give it a little try and see how that goes. I know a lot of people say stay away from soldering with automotive stuff because the vibrations can cause cracking and everything else, but I've never had a problem with all the bits and bobs I've done in the past with soldering. Yeah, I'm not sure what camp I'm in, to be honest, but I'm going to solder these because that's what I've got access to at the moment. I guess in the end of the day, it comes down to what you've got, and I can't really afford can't really justify spending 50, 60 quid on a tool which I'm going to use a couple of times. And being out in the countryside, it's not really easy to get hold of these kind of bits and bobs. So anyway, I should be brazing these, or soldering, and yeah, that's just my solution for this way, but we'll see how that goes. If it causes problems, I can always change it out, it's no biggie. But for the time being, that's what I'm going to do. Well guys, that's one end soldered. Didn't actually turn out too bad. I had a bit of shrinkage on the end of the insulation here, but nothing else I'm too worried about. As you can see, it's 35mm squared core, and it's 240 amps, 70 degrees cable. It's what's supplied by ECS, and it's really, really good. It's not the cheapest one they've got, it's the Super Flex stuff, so it's quite nice and bendy. But, I think it's worth getting the good stuff, because you're going to put it on there once, I hope. Depends on the soldering goes. Anyway, I've taken the soldering, that's a good one. I've taken the solder, and this stuff is a big reel of 60-40 tin lead. It's pretty good. I've got 2 kilos of the stuff. It's not like super healthy for you, so don't breathe in the flames, but I like it. It's brilliant. I've got 2.5 kilos. So that will last me probably the rest of my life, I'd imagine. I've got a MAP gas torch, which gets nice and hot real fast. Oh yeah, Pepsi Max. A bit of product placement there, but yeah, Pepsi Max, awesome stuff. And what I've also got here is some really large diameter 3:1 shrinkage heat shrink. Now I went for the super large size because I actually want this insulation to be quite thick. So when this shrinks down, it actually becomes like a really nice thick wall to it, which is brilliant. That's the plan. I've also got some. Let's have a look. Yeah. I've also got some of this stuff, which is actually the perfect size for it. But I thought I'd use the thicker stuff, and that way at least I've got a bit more insulation there. Anyway, I've wound it into a strand of 4 for the solder, that way I can put a lot in the end here. What I do is basically I tilt this fella up, like that, and then I apply heat, not to the actual cable itself, I actually apply heat to the end of the actual eyelet, or the eye, what you want to call it, and I feed solder in through the hole, and then that kind of flows down into the thing, into the cup, and then makes a nice kind of fillet, as you can see. The fillet goes all the way around. The little dark bit there is actually just like a bit of imperfection, I think. But the solder goes all the way around the actual outside, which is quite good. So I'm actually quite happy with that. And then what I do now is I'm just going to clean off all the resin, solder, flux stuff, and put this on, and then heat shrink that. The plan for this is basically to take this right up to the very end, so about 1 millimeter away to allow clearance. That also allows me to have quite a bit more on the cable as well. So that's the plan for that. Anyway, got a lot of these to do, so I'll let you carry on, and hopefully you'll see me in a short while. Cheers. Right, here we are. We've got the main battery feed cable coming from the battery. It comes all the way down here. A bit tricky to see, but that's the battery post there, and the little kind of terminal thing. Focus. Yeah, anyway, it's not focusing. And also we've got the cover there, which is to the side currently. That moves down and spins way down to the top of the terminal to be protected. We've also got a negative one as well. Comes through here, through the grommet. Quite smart, nice kind of size grommet, so it stops all the stuff coming through. Over here, onto the P-clips. And I've used these kind of plastic or polyurethane or whatever they are clips, because they don't conduct. The other ones I've got are actually metal, but they are clad in rubber. But even so, I thought, you know what, be on the safe side and use these ones just to be extra careful. And I've also put a layer of kind of like a rubber tape on this as well, just for super security. And that goes all the way through there. It's nice and secure, doesn't go anywhere, doesn't wobble or flex. And that goes up to the main power post. And then obviously down to the alternator, so that's that's a good start actually, to be honest. Nice one. I've got one more cable to do, which is over here. That's to the alternator. I'm going to use it the same larger grade cable, which you can see the difference there. That's a comparison. It's yeah, it's a bit of a yeah, it's a bit of a difference. So I may as well, whilst I've got the stuff here, it's all red then, and you can kind of see it nice and easily. The other cool thing is, I need to make a hole in this on the side, because there's going to be 2 wires coming out that side that will go into here, like that, down there. Now I need to make a hole for that to go through, to connect on, which will be nice and smart. Because it's all inside, I don't need to put any tubes on there or anything, it will all be kind of nicely organised, so I'll just go straight on there, through the hole. And then this side, it's going to have a tube going through it as well, or cable going through it. And that goes straight over here to this panel. And on this panel, it's going to be those. Oh. These fellas. These fellas are the main power for the chassis loom. So these are really important. So these will also be mounted on the front firewall here, which will be good. So then I've literally got my main fuse here, all my secondary fuses down here. Nice and simple. So yeah, it's coming together actually. Really happy with it. So, you know, I think within the next, next video, I'll have all that stuff in place and all smart and tidy. Then that'll be the main kind of wiring, more or less finished apart from sticking all that loom in. I do apologise for all the crap down there. It seems to be coming from the ceiling. All the ceiling tiles, they tend to let bits of crap through, so as the build progresses and I start to make things nice and clean and finished, I have to start putting sheets over this overnight, stop all the crap getting on there. But actually, I think we're getting there slowly but surely. Anyway, bit of progress for you, and hopefully in the next part of the video you should see some more updates and more bits and bobs happening. Hey, dashboard is now working. Hey, just thought I'd show you a quick video of how it all functions. Main lights, you can see the lights coming on there. Main beams, light comes on the border, you can see. Flashing works pretty well. Hazards work, and they also flash. Indicator, that way works fine. That way doesn't yet because I don't have a bulb on the other side, but that would work fine. Tested, all checked. Handbrake comes on and off. Battery's currently low. You can check that by going across here and going through the options. Let's have a look. Somewhere on here. There, 12.8 volts. This reading is currently low. I can change the settings so it comes on at different amounts, but that's fine for the time being. Start the engine. Well, I've turn the engine over and you'll see the RPM go up. So if I go to the, you can see RPM here, but for more in-depth view of the RPM, you can just change it over here and have a little look and find it. RPM. So that works fine, which is good. Fuel gauge works fine. You've got the lights on that side, that's fine, it's all working. This side, the only thing that's not connected is the oil pressure, sorry, oil temperature light. I'm not having that connected yet, but in the future I can do, it's not a biggie. And then you've got the fogs down here, which will be connected down here when I finish wiring them. Apart from that, it all works. Last thing to show you, hole saw with a magnet on. Pickup sensor for the speedo. If I carefully just put this here so I don't cut my leg off. There we are. You should be able to see some speed. Yeah, so it works. Really quite cool actually, really happy with that. I think that's everything sorted for the dash. So all I do now is tidy up some wires, got some spare auxiliary wires for extra gauges and stuff when I want to put them on later on. Got to do a brake light. I got to do a brake light for the fluid reservoir for the brakes. That's going to be literally just an earthed switch, so I'll have the light here somewhere with power, and then from the negative, there'll be basically a switched negative going across down to the reservoir, then that'd be earthed. So there's no, wiring back to the battery or anything. Nice and simple. Gotta have it on there. So hey, it is what it is. But at least it's very easy to wire. So apart from that, it's all pretty much going along quite well actually. So yeah. Anyway, keep on watching. I'll keep you updated. Cheers. Bye.